Let's continue. I ate my food. It's been like an hour. Quick save data will be erased. Didn't realize I had any quick save data.
Esfrost and Glenbrook remained strong after declaring a trade stop with Hyzant. Gustadolf sends Erica to Hyzant to deliver his ultimatum, and dispatches an army to Glenbrook to increase the pressure on the Holy State. Hyzant, under the banner of Prince Roland, sends Minister Serenoa Wolfort of the Saintly Seven to prepare for retaliation. Softly but surely, Norzelia descends into war once more.
Chapter 13.
Those are the Archduke's wishes. I implore you not to forget that this is his final offer. Come to think of it, I heard that Wolfort was added to your saintly ranks. Where might he be?
I'm afraid I cannot answer that. The dealings of the Saintly Seven are our business, and ours alone.
How disappointing. I had hoped to congratulate him on his promotion.
That wretched woman. Those are hardly wishes.
Esfrost all but demands us open the source to restore our diplomatic relations.
The Duchy fears neither a lack of salt nor the goddess's shield. You can assume they have a plan in mind.
Then this was no more than a ploy to stall for time. We had best expedite House Wolfort's plans to take the capital. Minister Exham, send word to Minister Serenoa.
You wish to lend us Hyzant's new weapon?
Yes, it was a directive from the Holy One. The weapon is one Minister Lila developed in secret.
I compressed a vast quantity of magic into crystal form. We call this weapon Elfric. The blast crystals have yet to be perfected, but they can decimate a castle wall easily enough.
We thank you for your support.
Be forewarned that their power makes him unwieldy in an average battle.
They are not meant to be used on people. Furthermore, we are only giving you a single blast crystal.
Regardless, I am certain it will come in handy while recapturing Whiteholm Castle.
Its incomplete nature makes it regrettably tricky to use, but Milo should be able to take care of that for you. Use them both wisely. I am Milo. A dancer by trade, but assistant to the Saintly Seven on occasion. I shall serve you, Minister Serenoa, until we reclaim the capital.
You sure you'll be okay?
You needn't worry. It isn't my first time flirting with danger. A Hyzantian spy?
Very likely.
The blast of the Elfric should help you catch the enemy unawares. Both my army and Minister Camsel's will join in the attack. Can we entrust command to you, Minister Serenoa?
Most certainly. And the crystal will be key in our plan to reclaim Glenbrook.
You have made a grave error in allowing thieves to raid the archives, Constable Sicrus.
Forgive me. My guards gave chase as soon as they noticed intruders, but they'd already fled beyond our reach.
What did they take?
Luckily, they were unable to gain entry to where we keep our more sensitive texts. All they were able to make off with was a single book penned by the late Lady Orlea.
Orlea? She left behind a message of sorts?
She'd bid it be passed on to Lady Frederica when she came of age, but it seems those wishes were forgotten.
Thalos or Erica must have hidden it from her. They derived no greater pleasure than from tormenting her. Do we know what was written in this book?
No. Storage records indicate it was protected by some arcane seal.
It must be of some significance, if she would go to such lengths to protect it from prying eyes. Perhaps something to do with the Rosellan liberation, for which she fought so fiercely. Or perhaps it is not but a mother complaining to her daughter of a duchy they both despise.
I shall send a party to hunt down the thieves at once.
No need. Such ruffians are unlikely to be in the employ of our foe. No doubt they were simply looking to loot us to fill their own purses. It is more important that we dispose of Svarog and finish the Nell with all haste. Dispatch your soldiers there.
Aye, Your Grace.
Interesting, interesting.
Benedict asked me to scout out Teleorn where the Esfrosti soldiers are stationed. But I hardly see any around. Why did he ask me to come here in the first place? I doubt it would matter in reclaiming the capital. But orders are orders. I should report back.
Ah, tidings from Erica. She says Hyzant refused our final offer.
You seem surprised. There was no way Hyzant would agree to open the source.
I know that, but the negotiations were meant to buy us time. Yet it seems their soldiers are already on the move. Damn it all! This wasn't supposed to happen.
If you play with fire, you get burned. Now we have no recourse but to meet them in battle without the Archduke.
So it has come to war, then?
We just have to beat them at their own game. Their newest saint is heading the vanguard. You must be delighted that a former retainer to the crown is coming to visit, right, Cordelia?
Enough, Thalos. I won't allow such impudence toward the Queen.
Queen? This child is nothing more than a puppet. And I believe the impotent one here is you, Avlora. A general has no right telling the Prime Minister what to do.
I had no idea the Prime Minister's job was to torment the weak.
Enough, General Avlora. I will answer the Prime Minister. As the Queen of Glenbrook, I shall protect my kingdom until my dying breath, no matter who may stand against me.
It appears your impudence is contagious, Avlora. Your charge knows not how powerless she is.
Worry not, Your Majesty. I shall protect you.
Because I am to wed the Archduke?
Because you are a warrior. One who does not give up, even if she must fight her battles alone. I was an orphan. I never knew my parents. I entered the army to make a place for myself. So I know better than anyone the pain of having to do everything on your own.
Allow me to bare my heart to you as well, General of Laura. As the last heir to the throne of Glenbrook, I do not intend to let Gustudolf have his way.
You mean to strike down the Archduke?
But I lack the power to do so. Have you heard of the Royalists? The aristocrats who were aid to my father.
I have. I also heard they secretly indulged in bribes and the like for personal gain. That man Patriot was cozying up to the Archduke not seconds after King Regna's beheading. Their kind knows no loyalty.
Indeed. But Gustudolf has not given any of them a position in his court, so they have fallen on hard times. I want to ask Patriot and the other royalists for their help.
Are you mad? No doubt they would wholeheartedly embrace you as their symbol, but only for their own purposes.
I understand that. But their years in service to the crown have earned them great influence in politics. I must have their support if I'm to reclaim Glenbrook.
Is it possible for you to rein them in?
Not alone. But with you, General of Laura, I can. They lack military might. If you accompany me, I could sway them to my cause. Please, General, lend me your strength.
As an Esfrosty general, I simply cannot turn a deaf ear to what you have told me. Did you not think I would tell the Archduke of your plans?
Of course I did. But I refuse to stand idly by as a mere decoration. So if it meant earning your trust, I was willing to show you that I wish to protect Glenbrook by any means necessary.
You took a gamble.
I had to. For it is not status or reward that moves you.
So you bet on my honor, and refusal would sully my name forever. However, safeguarding the kingdom comes first. Fighting at your side will have to wait.
General of Laura!
A word of advice, Your Majesty. Both Hyzant and the Archduke are veterans of war. The fight will not be an easy one, and may rage on for many years.
Even so, I will not falter. I must do this, for my father and brothers.
An admirable resolve. One which I will see fulfilled. I shall be your sword and shield, my queen.
Thank you, General of Laura.
Avlora's a G. Like I said, she's probably the best character in this game. She just brings so much ruckus.
I apologize, but are you suggesting we destroy the dam around Telior Reservoir to start a flood?
The capital city was built on the banks of the Norzelia River. Breaking the dam surrounding Lake Telior upstream will allow us to submerge a majority of the city. Flooding the town will throw their army into disarray, which should allow us to take the place by storm.
Lake Telior is a man-made reservoir. You might be able to burst through with a blast crystal.
Huette scouted the area earlier and reported seeing very few sentries. Proof enough that this is outside the Archduke's calculations.
No. The damage will be too great. The means would not justify the end, Benedict.
We cannot afford to lose.
I agree with Roland. There is already far too much blood on our hands. Perhaps it's worth speaking with the people and gaining their understanding.
Unless we reclaim Glenbrook, it's unlikely they'll understand or support our actions. We must take the capital back and show our strength and resolve first.
So that means you stand by Benedict, then?
If we have a sure shot at winning, we need to take it, no matter the consequences. We can't lose the war. We just can't.
Telior Reservoir is the kingdom's water source. The dam was constructed to protect the people from floods. I doubt they would ever forgive us should we choose to destroy it for war.
Glenbrook thrives because of that water, and to use it otherwise is inexcusable. Brute strength isn't the only way to reclaim the city. We can strike at night and defeat their commanding officers. There are ways to slip into the castle unseen.
If you have used it before, there is a chance it has been sealed off since.
There is more than one route. You needn't worry.
So you mean not to use the blast crystal?
No, I do. After we sneak in, we can sink Esfrost's warship. It would close off their escape route.
Our first priority should be ensuring the people's safety. We cannot allow them to be taken hostage. It would restrict our options as well.
She's got a point. But how do we take the capital back after that?
We could use the blast crystal to destroy the bridge connecting the town and the castle. The enemies would be stuck within the walls.
That would certainly mitigate the damages to the citizens. If we encircle the castle, we could negotiate with them.
We could ask them to yield, free Glenbrook, and re-establish the trade between our nations. I am certain we can find a way to make both parties agree.
Negotiate?
I understand your thoughts and the wishes held therein.
Allow me to ask once more. Shall we shatter the dam around Lake Telior and flood the town? Sneak in under the guise of night, sink their ships, and slay their commanding officers? Or destroy the bridge, safeguard the people, and negotiate with the enemy? Fetch the scales. It is time we decide our path.
3 options now. Yet I don't see. We have 3 paths before us, each with its own merits and shortcomings. But which one will lead House Wolffort to victory? Well, I'm definitely not going to destroy the reservoir or whatever. Heard that Aelfric is still in development and only a few people are privy to its details. According to the rumors, its blast could blow a hole straight through a castle wall. Could we really use such a thing in battle? Aelfric is still in development. Are they hoping to use this battle to test its powers? There's a chance we're exposing the people to greater danger than we thought. We must consider its placement very carefully. Very interesting information. Lord Serenoa, you've been out and about quite often lately. Is something amiss? The can't help but notice the comings and goings of Hyzant's soldiers, too. Something about it bodes ill. It's war. Lord Serenoa, we've returned from scouting the capital. Crown City is teeming with Esfrosti soldiers, and it appears that a second force led by General Evlora is defending Whiteholm Castle. Though Esfrosti has soldiers stationed throughout the city and around the castle, the latter led by General Evlora, no less. I doubt a full frontal attack would work in our favor, to our favor. This is definitely worth considering when making our strategy. Lord Serenoa, I shall accompany you wherever go. I'm sure my knowledge of Aelfric will be of great service to you. My lord, how is your father doing? The people are worried. We haven't heard any tidings of his health for some time now. I regret to tell you his condition remains unchanged. I only wish there were some magic elixir to see him back to health. You know, I remember seeing Lord Simon on the day you were born. He held you in his arms like you were the greatest treasure in all the realm and announced that he had been blessed with a healthy baby boy. Father. Lord Serenoa, if there is anything that can see your father back to health, it would be knowing that you have done a splendid job in his stead. So please continue working hard. That man would no doubt wake to praise his only son for a job well done. Thank you. Neither my father nor I could ask for better people. My uncle's a soldier, but he's always busy these days. I haven't been able to talk to him at all. Did I just see a gold? How was that one gold? If I've ever seen a gold sparkly. What you got? What you got? Basically, ain't got nothing. Kato. After the duchy made their declaration, the Holy State stopped shipping salt. Merchants can no longer trade salt in the capital either. Since the fall of House Fox and Tellior, many of their people have fled here to Wolfort, and refugees from the Crown City have also come to live within our domain. It is not uncommon to hear of fights breaking out between them and the people of Wolfort. What should we do, my lord? Those are my monitors. What are people fighting over? We must prioritize the happiness of our people. To do so, we must regrettably ask the more problematic individuals to leave. As you command, we shall handle the situation at once. Thank you, but please recall that these are our countrymen. They have fallen on hard times, and using force would avail us nothing. Please reassure them that House Wolford is doing all they can to strike down Esfrost and bring peace to the land. Until then, I ask they be patient. Understood, my lord. Leave the issue of the refugees to us. Yeah, y'all can chill with us. But as soon as you start causing a ruckus, don't kick that ruckus right on out. My reserves are still stocked, but I do not know how long that will last. The Duchy's trade embargo has me worried, to say the least. The soldiers look like they're preparing for something. Is another big battle on the horizon. The Hyzantian soldiers that were bringing relief supplies look like they're readying for war, too. That's because a battle is a brewing. The scouts we sent to the capital returned not a moment ago. Our preparations are continuing apace, but I worry about sharing the field with Hyzantian troops. Came here hoping to bring my aunt to live with me in the capital. Esfrost's invasion took me by surprise, but life's been easier since. We can enjoy freedom of trade and no longer have to give offerings to the crown. Seems the people living in the Crown City aren't suffering as much as I thought they'd be. Seeing sparkly. Okay. Destroy the bridge and trap the enemy in the castle, then negotiate. Destroy the reservoir and wash away the troops' Crown City. Infiltrate the castle, launch a surprise attack, and destroy the Duchy's warship. The green option is a little hazy on who we're negotiating with, because it seems like we should negotiate with the people of Glenbrook, but from my understanding, we're going to be negotiating with the people trapped inside the castle, which is a silly thing to do. So let's see if we can get more information out of that.
Serenoa.
A nation cannot exist without a people. We cannot risk exposing those very people to any more hardship than they already endured. If we explode the bridge, we can isolate the castle. The people will be spared from our battle.
Ah, yes?
Benedict's plan gives us our surest path to victory, but would incur great damages to the capital. And Prince Roland's plan is far too dangerous a gamble. I'll be naive, but I believe Frederica's plan to be the best for us all. For all of us. Prince Roland wishes to defeat the Esfrosti commanders who unjustly occupy Whiteholm Castle. I see this plan as proof of his resolve. As a member of the Kingsguard, I intend to help him see it through. Yeah, I don't like the green option.
Say.
Flooding the city will leave the people with nowhere to live, and Frederica's plan hinges on how the enemy responds. We can win if we sneak into the castle and slay the Esfrosti commanders. Only Cordelia and I are privy to the secret passages.
My lord.
Negotiating would only grant the enemy reprieve, and there is a high chance that Queen Cordelia has revealed the secret tunnels to the enemy. But we would most certainly deal a heavy blow to the Esfrosti forces by flooding the city. I don't agree with flooding the city. At the very least, I'm going to try to convince the people that want to flood the city. I believe it's best to trap the Esfrosti. No, let's use the secret passages. So you would choose Prince Roland's plan. Might I inquire as to why? Esfrost needs their ships to both travel and transport. It would do us well to destroy them at the soonest opportunity. The Duchy's warships are troublesome indeed, and Esfrost is adept with ships and naval warfare. Even if my plan were to succeed, there is a chance that a great number of enemy soldiers escape using these vessels. In which case, it would be better served to take them by surprise.
I am decided.
I understand your argument, my lord. But to perfect a plan, one must consider it from all angles. Let us continue our discussion. Allowing harm to befall the crown city and castle would sully House Wolfort's honor as one of the high houses. We should avoid flooding the city if we can avoid it.
Quite impossible.
My lord, the kingdom has already fallen. The 3 high houses failed to protect the crown, and there is little we can do to defend that honor now. But this battle may be our chance to reclaim House Wolfort's renown, which is why we must win at all costs.
I may have to consult the others.
Thank you, my lord. You have made your stance abundantly clear.
Yes, sir?
The enemy may already be aware of the tunnels, but no one is anticipating a flood. The capital is swarming with Esfrosti soldiers. We must prepare ourselves to make sacrifices if we are to reclaim the city. Alright, secret passages. So you share Prince Roland's thoughts, even though Esfrost might know about the tunnels. The enemy is scattered throughout the city and castle. Inside Whiteholm, a small and elite force should have the advantage over numbers.
Indeed.
See, you already know where the enemy is situated, my lord. It is as you say, numbers would mean naught in the castle's narrow passageways. We could certainly use that to our advantage. Even if we were met with General Avlora's forces, we would be able to fight her on equal footing.
I need time.
Though the plan is hardly foolproof, I suppose it is worth considering. Sorry?
Aye, lad.
Destroying the reservoir is our best shot at winning this battle. The enemy wouldn't know what hit him if we flooded the city. But there's no denying the other plans have their merits too. Should we go with our best bet or consider one of the other options? So you'd go with Prince Roland's plan then? What makes you so sure? The Duchy's warships are a troublesome force to be reckoned with. It would avail us to destroy them at the soonest opportunity. Suppose you're thinking ahead to our battle with Gustadolf, eh? It's true that those iron ships give them a special edge in warfare, so destroying them now would would not only prevent him from escaping the castle, but also put a dent in the duchy's military might. You're always one step ahead, lad. I'm proud of you.
Tough spot we're in.
You opened my eyes to the merits of Prince Roland's plan, my lord. It's given me lots to think about. Okay. See if I can convince a couple of other ones to infiltrate the castle. I don't want to get blindsided,
yes?
you know? I see. I admit I'm curious as to why you would choose Prince Roland's plan. As Frost needs their ships for both travel and transport, destroying them would undoubtedly avail us in future battles.
Yes, I see.
See, even if we reclaim the capital, our fight with Esfrost will continue. By sinking their warships, we could most certainly deal a heavy blow to their military might. Destroying them now would be in our best interest indeed.
I require some time to think.
There's much to consider with Prince Roland's plan than I originally thought.
Serenoa.
Secret passageways. Serenoa, do you truly think Roland's plan is the best way forward? General Avlora guards the castle. There is a chance your plan could result in a prolonged battle.
Surely.
Indeed, General Avlora is unlikely to give up so easily, even if we had the castle surrounded. And a soldier as experienced as she is likely to have a few tricks up her sleeve. I doubt negotiations with her would go smoothly. If the battle draws on, the people will suffer. It may very well avail us all to end this fight as swiftly as possible.
I need a moment to think.
Thank you, Serenoa. I am happy to know where it is you stand. All right. Let's see what they say.
It is time to cast our votes. In which strategy do we entrust the future of Glenbrook? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready.
What are we? We're green? I think we're green.
On this, I cannot be swayed.
I do not think your plan is a bad one, just not the best one given the circumstances.
Even still.
People's safety is what's most important. On this matter, I cannot be swayed.
I agree wholeheartedly.
For speaking with you, I had a change of heart, my lord.
I agree.
Stand behind you, Lord Serenoa. We got it.
I'm with you.
Got my full support, lad. Let's do it your way. All right.
The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Was the red one? Whatever, we got it. Now, infiltrate the castle. Suckers. Get outvoted.
The way forward is decided. We infiltrate the castle via the hidden passage and take the enemy by surprise.